Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here today to do the last reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for the week of September 10th through to the 16th, 2017. Leo the Lion, double smudge today. It's needed. The world's half crazy right now. Everybody's going crazy, crazy, crazy. Cray, cray. We want messages brought forth for Leo. I'm just trying my best to balance out the energies and keep it all good. That's what I'm doing. I've been smudging the heck out of everything around here. Me especially. And we'd like to have some messages for Leo the Lion to be brought forth to their attention. Health, wealth, love, finances, family, friends, work, anything that needs to be brought forward for their attention, for them to anticipate what may or may not be coming their way, and how to deal with it when it does, and how to handle things. We're in the middle of thunder, lightning, rain here. Just fantastic. Just fantastic. We needed the rain so bad, so we're very happy to see all this rain today. We're getting those bands going through, and just everything turns white. It's coming down so hard. And then the thunder rolling through and cracks of lightning. It's been fantastic. As long as there's no damage done, I love a good storm. Thoughts are with those in Texas and Florida right now as well. They find the strength to make it through. If we could collectively stop these storms, I guess we would, but what are you going to do? Just hope everybody finds the strength and the wherewithal to survive it with minimal damage done to themselves, their family, or their homes. Little furball just decided to come and plunk herself down beside me here. Are you a Leo Lion? No, you're not a Leo. No, you're not. She's a furball. For Leo. Alright, here we go. Here we go. These are your cards, Leo. Very first card. It's shown up the last couple of readings here. Stability, strength. Great card. I like that card. Two of Cups just showed up in the last one as well. The middle of the week, end of the week. Eight of Swords, restrictions. First time I've seen him this week. Seen that card this week. Not him, but. Alright. So, strength, stability, the overall message and meaning of this card is strength of character. How much can you endure? How strong can you be when you need to be, when it's called on it? Big surprise for some of you. You're going to find out what you're really made of. Some of you need to start going to find yourself standing within the face of arguments, opposition, and funny the card restriction shows up, but you're going to have to face that as well. This is just for some of you. This is a general reading, which may or may not resonate with you. This reading is for sun sign of Leo. Check out your moon signs, your rising signs if you don't know what they are. Use the free online calculators. Just Google that, and you can find out what that means to you. And then you can come back and you can check out the other videos of Bay of Fundy Fortunes for your sun sign, or your rising signs and your moon signs, because sometimes they'll resonate with you more than your sun sign will. But standing in the face of adversity, being afraid, but yet still standing your ground, that shows signs of courage and bravery. When you stand and you face fear or opposition or aggression or assertiveness that's in the negative connotation, patience is going to be needed in the face of conflict. So says tarot. Don't be overwhelmed by what opposes you, because you are higher than it. It is lower than you are. It is in the negative. It is in the dark, and you stand within the light. And you have the strength. You do. Don't back down. Don't retreat. Don't turn away. Don't avoid, but take it face on and head on. And know that you have every right to stand your ground and to defend what is yours. All right? That's coming off the card strongly. Don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anyone intimidate you. But do continue to feel compassion in the face of adversity, no matter what. Don't let anybody cross any territorial lines with you, metaphorically or literally. Keep your own boundaries built up and keep them strong, and don't abandon your own boundaries. Do not abandon yourself in the face of adversity. but don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of on the other end of that either. This card shows strength of character. It also means for some the literal return of physical strength and vitality emotionally and mentally as well. Some of you are on your way back. You've been fighting and clawing to get your head above the water. You're tired of being so far down that you have to reach up to touch the bottom of the barrel. Now, some of you are standing on top of the barrel looking down at everything that is beneath you and lower than you are. You've fought very hard to get where you're at, and now you can take a breather. You may have to kick a couple of trolls out of the way that keep trying to pull you back. You can do it. You'd be surprised what you're made of when you stand in the face of adversity like that, especially if you're facing your fears, just how courageous and brave you really are. The advice of this card: stand firm, take the higher moral ground. Your character is being tested, and you have challenges that you will need to face, but do so without compromise and do so without panic or fear. Keywords are courage and patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. Middle of the week, Two of Cups, partnership. The overall message from this card is everlasting partnership, everlasting love. All right. This card here, when it shows up today, is highlighting romance and partnerships, not just romantic relationships and partnerships, but just with like-minded people, that you're always on the same page with these people, or you're meeting somebody new and discovering, I really click with that person. There's something here. There's something of substance here. There's something of value that I have found in this person. This is a relationship that is going to grow and stand the test of time. You will be connected with this person, twin friend, twin flame, and all that that encompasses. That doesn't necessarily mean romantically, but just your twin. Emotionally, intuitively, spiritually, you've met your twin. You'll click. They're going to be your go-to person, and vice versa. You will be their go-to person. You will nourish each other. You will feed each other. You will help each other to grow. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing for you, Leo. This card brings rewarding experiences as well. Broadens your horizons. As some of you are living in a small little world, you encapsulate it yourself in because it's safe and it's familiar. The doors are being kicked open. Kick open them barn doors and let it go and let it out. You'd be surprised how far you can make it, how far you can go, how far you're being called, because it's a calling for some of you to keep moving forward and follow the bread trails that are going to lead you to great, wonderful things. Some of you are looking to also nurture your interest or find a spiritual teacher or some kind of a course that you can take that will help you grow in those areas as well. Some of you are hungry for that, and you will find what you just never stop looking, never stop searching, always leaving yourself open to the new. Some Leos are highly adventurous, while others are more, Leos like to be in control of what's going on around them. They like to be the leaders. They're the ones that step up to the plate. But for some, they just want to control their own little world. They have no interest in anything outside of that, but they need to stay where they are. That's what they feel. This could be changing for some of you. Epiphanous moments, opening up a whole new world for you. That's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Just when you thought you knew it all, who'd have thunk it? There's more to learn. There's more, and it's beautiful. There's a lot of reality that comes in there too, but you'll learn as you go along how to deal with that and handle it. There's no greater teacher than experience. Allow yourself to experience these things. Inspiration's a big word that comes off this card, and that's what's going to stir this fire up, because you're going to be inspired. The advice is: look for others to share your visions, your work, and work with others for the greatest results. And sometimes we think we can do everything on our own and nobody can do it better, and kaboom, there's another reality being awakened. You meet somebody else and they're like throwing light suggestions your way, tiptoeing around you, not wanting to offend you. You need to listen up to some people that are around you if they're giving you some advice or feeding you inspiration. Your keywords are partnership, creativity, communication, planning, education, travel, and the big word with this card is inspiration, and it covers so many things is what I'm feeling for you, from life's work to travels to love relationships, family, new beginnings, new starts, looking for new avenues. Some of you are going out of your way and looking for new ways of doing things. Sorry for the coughing. I know that's rudely loud over the audio. Eight of Swords and restrictions is being highlighted midweek towards your end of week. Change, realizing that you do have restrictions. That's just reality. After this card, that's reality kicking in. You'll learn this as you go along. There's no reason to panic or to say, well, I'm just throwing in the towel. I'm not going to bother if I'm going to be surrounded by all these restrictions and rules put into place. But that's the way that life works. Some of you will be feeling restrictions at work. Your job may be downsized. A project may be canceled. That maybe you were heading up. You were team leader, and you had this world of ideas that you wanted to implement. All of a sudden, that's been pulled away from you for one reason or another. Relationships, there could be sudden restrictions there as well. That covers a wide view. I can't even begin to tell you what I'm seeing as far as personal relationships go. A lot of changes and a lot of growth. Not seeing anything bad. It's just that some of you want to take this further. And this is what I'm saying. You want to go further. You want to get more involved. You want to start investing things in parts of yourself that really, truly matter and that are important in your life. Important parts of who you are that make up the essence of you. And you want to release that and let it spill over into your relationships. But there are restrictions in place, things that are holding you back, things that are saying, no, not now, that you have to wait. And nobody likes to feel restricted. But sometimes these are for our benefit because these are things we cannot see as of yet. We go, why? Why? Why do I have to wait? There's a reason for it. Trust in the universe. Don't be so impatient. Just trust in the universe. But again, that comes off the card. So says Tarot. One of you may not be free to commit right now, and that's why there's this waiting game going on. Some of you are bound by too much restriction, personal responsibilities in your life. Therefore, now is not the time. We sacrifice our own needs and our own wants for the others that we care about in our lives. There's a lot of that going on right now with you, Leo. Advice is to be in control of your future, but remain realistic. There's the big key right there. Go ahead and keep planning, keep dreaming, keep trying to bring about these things that you want, but remain realistic so you don't keep disappointing yourself and being let down and wanting to blame the universe for it when all you need is a little bit of patience. Do what you feel you need to do regardless of what others may think of you at this time as well. Free yourself by being less tolerant of other people as well. That's a big thing as well. Don't let other people go, what are you, crazy? You're never going to be able to do that. What are you thinking with? What are you, like, are you nuts? No, that's what I'm hearing. Some of you are going to be hearing these things, these negativities thrown at you. Don't listen to them. Follow your heart. And if it's true and blue, you'll get there. You will get there. The sweeter it'll be when you do. Don't forget that, Leo. Hang on to that. Keywords are separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibilities, and change. There's some big changes coming up here for some of you Leos. You're looking to implement these big changes. It's not all bad. I didn't get bad off of this at all. It's a wait and see thing for some of you. Things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like them to be. So thank you very much for being here. I just want to slide in one quick little message. I've dedicated these weekly readings this time around to the Atlantic right whale that feed and breed in our Bay of Fundy every summer. They are on the endangered list. There's somewhere between 3-something and 5-something in there that are left on the whole planet. They are endangered. I'm afraid I'm going to live my life out and see when that endangered certification folds over to extinct. And it's completely preventable. Change has to start here with us. What's going on is since this summer, we've lost 12 through fatal accidents, run-ins with tankers and cruise ships in the Northumberland Strait, and also in the Bay of Fundy here, fishing lines from the fishing community, the fishermen and women that are out there on the bay, working for their livelihood. Sometimes their fishing ropes cannot be untangled. They get tangled up and they can't untangle them. and they need to take and they slice and they cut, and away the rope goes. And some of these are 50 feet long. What happens is a whale will accidentally swallow them. They'll be strangled through their intestines from the inside out and die and perish. The rest of them are being entangled outwardly within the fishing lines. Their fins are held down. They end up drowning because they can't untangle the rope that has wrapped itself around the outer part of them, their body. The rest of them are being run over and hit and killed by the large tankers and the cruise ships that use the Northumberland Strait within those fishing lanes. Something has to be done. I just want to add that whales have more human-like qualities than humans do on so many different levels. They are family-oriented. They mate for life. They have extended family. They have brothers. They have sisters. They have uncles and aunts and grandparents and cousins, just like we do. When there is a loss in the family and a death within the pod, they grieve, and they grieve forever, and they grieve strongly, and they're highly impacted by this. And it's our responsibility. These deaths, completely needless. These are not natural deaths. These are caused by man and by human. If they ever go extinct, it frustrates me at the very thought because it's completely preventable. So I wanted to make this situation with our whales, that balance, that are all part of our ecosystem, and you remove them and the whole world will go off kilter. As far as nature itself goes, they're highly, highly important and needed and a vital part of the ecosystem that is the Bay of Fundy and that is the Atlantic Ocean. Thank you very much for listening to my message today. If you like this reading and you'd like to have a private personal reading, I do offer that service. Information is found down below this video window in the Show More section. Grab my email that I have there. I use that for everything. Ship it off to me. I'll get you taken care of. And the time frame is 24 to 48 hours, and you'll receive your reading. Also, if you're new to the channel, please feel free and subscribe. Tarot readings, they're all general. They're all free. You could become a member of Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You can leave anytime you like. Also, you could also join the rest of the YouTubers that are blazing a trail into the Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes as well. It is a very closed private group. It is a group of like-minded people just like yourself. So if you feel like you're walking this lifestyle alone, you are not alone. Come in there and join us, and you'll find your brothers and your sisters have been sitting there waiting for you to come in and join us all along. It's a great group. It really is. I just very, very proud to be part of it in this group of people. You don't have to be highly active. Nothing's expected of you. If you want to sit back, be quiet, and just reap the benefits as you go through your growth with enlightenment and the esoteric and all the things we know that are bigger than us out there. It's a great place to be. So Bay of Fundy Fortunes is not only found on YouTube and on Facebook, they're also found on Blogspot, on Twitter, and Google as well. And for now, I'm going to sign off. You are my last of the weekly readings. And I'm just going to bum and hang it out and enjoy this crazy wild weather here today and relax for the next few days. I think I deserve it. But if you're ever looking for me, you can find me right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes or walking down below along the beach, along the water's edge that hold the mightiest, highest tides on the whole world, on the whole planet. The beautiful, bountiful Bay of Fundy. And I'm always watching the tides slide in, the tides slide out, the tides scream and roar in, and they do the same thing and they kick up a storm. I call it being loud and proud, and that's what the Bay of Fundy and all her power is all about. And I'm always watching, therefore, you can always catch me waiting on the next high tide. Have a wonderful week, Leo, and a wonderful month of September. Things are going to be getting good. You're going to be busy, but look at it. Every day is pure adventure in the best of ways. Thank you for being here and hope to see you all real soon. Bye-bye for now.